This is a quick video to help you get the average when we have data stored in a group frequency table. So this is the example that is given to you to have a practice before you try on your own. So let's look at the data. So this is a survey and people are being asked how many social media accounts they have. So if we look along the first row, we've got 0 to 4. I would call that a category 0 to 4, but technically it's called a class. So that's what we're going to call it. And 37 people voted to say that they had somewhere between 0 and 4 social media accounts. And let's look at the last one. 15 to 19 social media accounts is a lot, and there are only 3 people. So what we can do is find out, well, how many people were involved in this survey altogether. So all of these numbers, we're going to add them together, and that gets us 99. 99 people were involved in this survey. However, what it doesn't tell us is, well, how many social media accounts were there altogether? Because let's say out of this 37, a lot of them might have had 0, some of them might have had 1. Some others might have had 4, a few might have had 3. So we don't actually know the exact amount of social media accounts. This is why it's called the estimated mean, because we are estimating. So, for example, this first class is done for us. Those who voted in 0 to 4, we know there were 37 of them. In order to estimate how many social media accounts are we talking about within this class, we're going to take the midpoint of this class. So if we write out those numbers, the midpoint is here. So what we're saying is, well, we're going to average that 2. Those 37 people, let's say that they had 2 each. It's the midpoint, and then we do 2 times 37, which equals 74. So we're estimating that there are 74 social media accounts in this class. So let's do the next one. So now we're on this row here. So class 5 to 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The midpoint is 7. So we're estimating that in this class, the average number of social media accounts was actually 7, and there were 45 people involved. So 7 times 45, we're going to say in this class there was actually 315 social media accounts. And then let's keep going. So the midpoint of this one would be 12. So 12 times 14 is 168. And the midpoint here is 17, and it's just 17 times 3, which equals 51. So let's do some totaling. The total frequency, which is a number of people involved, we already said it was 99 people. What we need to know now is how many social media accounts. So this is why it says frequency times midpoint total. It doesn't want you to do more timesing. We've done that already. It wants the total. So we want this 74, these numbers here. We're going to add them all together and we get 608. So 99 people involved, and we think out of all these people together, they have 608 social media accounts. So in order to find the overall estimated mean, what we're trying to find is what's the average number of social media accounts that somebody has from this data. Now we can go ahead and do our traditional kind of mean calculation where we've got an added total divided by how many there are. So 608 divided by 99 gives us around, I think it's, I don't think it's 6.1 exactly, I can't remember, let me do it quickly. Oh, it's 6.14 and it carries on. And to the nearest whole number then we're saying that the average number of social media accounts is 6. So the average number actually falls in this second class here, which you could probably tell because the highest number was in this category anyway. Okay, so I would like you to try that on the document that's called Repeat Week 25 and have a go at doing that yourself.